Now, Joe Budden and DJ Vlad still to this day don't like each other because Joe loves to hold grudges, but Joe is a huge hypocrite. So that's why he only it's something affecting him personally. That's why he gets so involved in the situation. If this was happening with someone else, would Joe had opened his mouth? But let me not skip ahead. I'll let you listen to Joe Budden and DJ Vlad's conversation about what happened with the ransom situation. The reason why he really doesn't like DJ Vlad, and rather, of Joe, I'll be like, I don't even care. But obviously he do. This interview had nothing to do with ransom and all that stuff. This is about the Rick Ross lawsuit and everything else. But instead, he turns this around into something else to go after Vlad.
Okay. He's looking something up online, so hold on for 2 seconds.
Journalist. I'm on dictionary.com.
This is what we help for?
Journalist. Because I need to understand, I need to just make sure that my definition is correct. A person who practices the occupation or profession of journalism. A person who keeps a journal, diary, or other record of daily events. Vlad, with that being said, you think that whole Joe Budden ransom shit was you practicing journalism?
Yeah, I think it is. Absolutely.
What's your opinion, Joe Budden?
That's not journalism, Vlad. That's not journalism. That's more like Us Weekly gossip bullshit. It's not journalism. It's more like a fucking insult to even call it that. That's not journalism.
The thing with Vlad TV is that it's not a blog like a Perez Hilton. I don't get on there and give opinions over, I think so-and-so is an asshole, or, I'm going to put like little smiley faces around people and give my opinion about stuff. Vlad never really goes in front of Vlad TV and gives his opinion. The only thing that Vlad TV does, and there's a crew of about 10 people that work on it, is actually report and show video as it happens. We don't really put a lot of our opinion in it. It's really a platform, more so than anything else. And it's a platform for both sides, because best believe Joe Budden has been featured on Vlad TV a lot. And has gotten millions of viewers. As a matter of fact, Joe, we did an interview where we went over.
I remember.
It was a 5-part interview. We put on all hip hop and so forth. And there was really no opinions in there. It was a person speaking what it is. And that's what Vlad TV is, the platform.
But a platform for what is the question that you have to ask yourself. If two black guys start calling each other nigger and shoot each other in the fucking eyes or some crazy shit, it's up to Channel 5 or 9 whether they're putting that particular story on the news, correct?
That is correct.
So still, Vlad TV is to be held accountable for the things that Vlad TV puts up. So now, I know you, like I said before you called in, me and you speak on BlackBerry, me and I've been on Vlad TV. You're the furthest thing from stupid. You're much brighter than the people that are on Vlad TV. Wait, but hold up. You're much brighter than the people that are on Vlad TV. Much brighter. You're much brighter than Ransom and all the idiots that were on that video. You're much brighter than a lot of people I see on there. So you already know what you are doing when you put a camera in front of these people. You know what's happening. You know what the fucking response will be. You know what you are initiating. You know the part that not DJ Vlad, but Vlad TV is playing. Vlad TV is now the only outlet that will showcase the bullshit, because no one else will. Or, let me take that back. World Star will, and a few other places that capitalize off black niggas being ignorant will showcase it.
Okay.
No? So you're not to be held accountable for that? And if we take that and put it on, is that what we're going to call journalism?
Okay, well hold on a second, Joe. So you're going to tell me that what Vlad TV put up was a lot different than what Joe Budden TV put up in front of Applebee's, where Joe Budden is claiming to have just beaten someone down and saying that we're going to do Joe Budden TV inside your living room, and you know what I mean? Like, I got the video and threatening to expose it. What is the difference between Joe Budden TV, that segment, and Vlad TV.
The difference is I'm embarrassed by the video on Joe Budden TV with me acting like a fucking buffoon and an ignorant ass nigga. That is the difference. It's not something that I'm embracing or that I'm running around trying to showcase. It's me on my own shit acting ignorant and acting like an idiot. And on the very next episode of Joe Budden TV, I'm sure you saw it, I apologize for that ignorance. That's the difference.
Right. And all that was posted on Vlad TV. The whole gamut of it. You know, we never...
You totally skipped over everything I just said. I know Vlad TV posted all that. I get the BlackBerry emails. You totally skipped all the good shit that I just said.
What?
But more importantly than that, you know what my question be to niggas like you? To you, like, not niggas like you, to you. Like you put up the clip of Rand going to this nigga house and smacking him, right? Now, now, in a hypothetical world, because, of course, I'm not speaking reality at all. None of what I'm about to say is going to happen. Nobody is thinking about it happening. Now, what if niggas go to Rand's house and shoot him and his daughter? What if niggas do that? Then what? Then it's not funny no more, right? Then you're not on. Then you're not on Vlad TV posting the things that you're posting, and World Star's not doing it. Then all of these outlets that are putting this up there and getting all these millions of views, nobody's posting anymore because niggas is dead.
I mean, Joe, I don't think any of this stuff is funny. I think all this stuff is very serious.
Would you do a Vlad TV from Rand's funeral? Yes or no?
Would I do a Vlad TV at Rand's funeral? Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly.
All right.
You know what I mean?
As for journalism, well, I mean, this is an interesting debate because I look at all these videos of, you know, these people robbed Soulja Boy. They went up in his house and then they do a video about it. And then other people robbed this person. Here's a chain. You know, is it too much, or do we need to see that?
No, you know what people need to understand is, and this is why I said to Vlad that he's not stupid. He's actually very bright. And there's a bunch of people, you, myself, there's a bunch of people that are very bright. Some people, like in the masses, are not so bright. What people need to understand is that there's a difference between the show and real life. A lot of times what you see when you go online and you log on and you go to these websites or you listen to these rappers talk, honestly, Saigon doing all that shit, flexing his muscles, flashing the money, showing his cars, townhouse, it's a fucking show. It's for the fans. It's not for me. It's not to intimidate Joe Budden, Mobb Deep. It's for the fans who have a certain perception of him and he's trying to sway it either in one way or another way. The whole Rand shit, Joe Budden TV is not for that. It's not for that at all. But when you see Soulja Boy talking about Nas killed hip-hop, certain shit is a show. It is not real. This ransom shit was real. Very, very real. So we need to treat it as such. And I personally do not think that you pull that camera out at Ransom's funeral. I doubt it. I will put money on it. I don't think so. Because that's not journalism. And there's nothing happy to report about that. I was at Stack Bundle's funeral. There were no cameras in there. There was a bunch of upset niggas crying. I don't think a nigga pulls a camera out. You'll think twice about that. So, I mean, people just need to step back and take a look at what they are clicking on and what they are commenting on. Like, certain shit is cool. Certain shit is fun. Certain shit is, hey, look at this nigga, bitch-ass nigga, faggot-ass nigga. Oh, he's a punk. Certain shit is not. So the same way Rand and all the idiot niggas that ran to that nigga's doorstep is to be held accountable for it, Vlad and Worldstar and all the bullshit outlets that promote this bullshit is to be held accountable for it. Because when a nigga die, you're not going to promote
it. Wow. So there it is. Joe Budden. Now that you've heard it, let me interject. And let me give you a little bit of clarity. Now, if you listen to Joe sounds mad. Notice he always brings up Ransom in a negative. Now, if people come and kill Ransom and his daughter, if you gonna do that at Ransom's funeral, what about Joe Budden's funeral? What if somebody came in Joe Budden's house and did that to Joe Budden? You see, his ego won't allow him to step out of himself, to put himself in that position. but somebody who he's opposing at that time, that person. And see, he's slick. Well, he's not slick, but I understand what he's doing. He's taking shots at Ransom on the show, trying to save face because he got embarrassed. His friend got slapped up, and it was on Vlad TV. Now, did he complain when his video was up? He was, oh, the next day I apologized. But what made you think that was okay to do when you were outside of Applebee's that day? What made you think it was okay to run up on Ransom and try to start something in the middle of the, the middle of the get together when you trying to come up on the block with a camera? What made you think that was okay? Because you was on the foolery too with Joe Budden TV. So the reason that people even know of Joe Budden right now is that kept him around was the nonsense. The Saigon beef, the Ransom situation. That became a major issue because he ended up being embarrassed once his homeboy got slapped up. The situation got embarrassing for him. And Joe is still like that today. He's the biggest hypocrite. It's always something concerning Joe Budden. Never about what Joe has done in the past. He wants to ignore that. He wants to keep the focus on people opposing him, and he's the victim. Always around him. And then it becomes something global. We need to stop with all of this nonsense that's going on around here. These shows like World Star Hip Hop. World Star Hip Hop is what put you on. World Star Hip Hop is what put on a lot of these people. DJ Vlad is what put on a lot of these people. All of these situations really made the websites go. When you was ranting and getting into little beefs, you basically made DJ Vlad. You was cool with Vlad until it didn't go your way. When the joke was on you and you're laughing, now Vlad's the bad guy. So, and everybody you mess with now, even today, be like, man, Vlad cool, man. What's the problem you got with Vlad? He got a problem with Vlad because if Joe Budden TV was popping off, he'd be doing the same thing. He'd been doing the same exact thing. But DJ Vlad took off, and Joe Budden TV, well, it did what it did. So that's it. Joe once again plays himself. Try to play the victim role. And this was many years ago, and he's still doing it today. So shows you right there, nothing changes. I'm out.